What's up, everybody? Welcome to Among the Fence. My name is Aaron. Today we're checking out the new Aborted album, Vault of Horrors, which is their 12th studio album. They basically dropped a record every 2 years since they came out in 1995. And I kind of feel the opposite of this band compared to other groups where we look at their past albums and, kind of think of those as being the best. But for me, Aborted definitely got better with age. Everything before their 2015 release, Necrotic Manifesto, is just a little bit too rough for my taste in terms of production, music, and lyrics. I'm not that much into gore metal, but here I am, so I digress. This new album, though, is more based around horror movies, which I'm a huge fan of, so I figured I would give this one a try. The album opens up with the song Dreadbringer, which has lyrics based on the movie The Thing, which basically consumes everything around it, destroys everything. The intro even reminds me a little bit of the movie soundtrack. It doesn't waste any time, though, coming in with machine gun fire drums and a groovy riff in the verse. The lead melody sneakily takes over about halfway through, though, and the bridge is fairly atmospheric with big chords, and it's just an all-around solid opener. I enjoyed this song so much. It's one of my favorites. It even has a really brutal breakdown thanks to Ben Durr. Then we have the second song, Condemned to Rot, which keeps the brutality flowing with a dynamic riff, different vocal styles and techniques popping up here and there. The song is about the return of the living dead, which is one of my it's up there with being a favorite zombie movie. I wouldn't really consider it to, I don't know. It's not really a horror movie. It's almost more of a spoof than anything else, but I still enjoy it so much. It has a lot of fun references found in the lyrics, and I love the non-stop steamrolling quality that this track has. It's just unrelenting. One of my favorite songs on this album is Brotherhood Asleep. It also has to do with one of my favorite horror movies, which is The Prince of Darkness. It features Johnny from Angel Maker, and the two vocals together from Sven and Johnny is like the Clash of the Titans. It's fantastic. The music is pretty straightforward, with just a touch of doom. There's also some chimey harmonics thrown in as well. The bridge has a huge build-up to a really gruesome climax. And then we have the song Death Cult, which I'm assuming has to do with the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, judging from the lyrics, and also the music video, of course. This one features Despised Icon vocalist, and I absolutely love what he brings to this thing. It gives it a really blackened death metal feel, which really fits the theme of this song very well. Another one of my favorite songs is Hellbiund, which is based on a fantastic movie/book, which is Hellraiser or The Hellbound Heart. The opening of the song literally sounds like hell is opening up, complete with blast beats, and the vocals are appropriately demonic sounding. The lyrics also don't hold anything back, and they describe the different scenes happening throughout this movie perfectly. This also has one of the first solos on this album, and it is beautifully haunting in its tone. I also really enjoy the breakdown, which is super intense. Then we have the song Insect Politics, which brilliantly describes The Fly, which is one of the most horrific movies that there is. Highly don't recommend watching it if you have a weak stomach. This song is only 1 minute and 45 seconds. It's incredibly fast, so they fit a lot of stuff in there, so it makes it feel a little longer. But this song definitely felt out of place. I feel like they could have fleshed out a little bit more. Otherwise, it feels like it's almost filler at this point. Then we have the song The Golgotha. I believe that's how it's pronounced. This one actually comes from the comedy movie Dogma. It's about a poop demon. It features Hal from Engulf, who I have no idea how to pronounce his last name. I'm not even going to try. This one stood out to me the most. This is one of the best features, I feel like. Even though this song and movie aren't really based within the horror genre, it does feel pretty creepy. It's a pretty haunting sounding song, especially with the bridge that pops up in the first half. And the lead guitar also has some really uplifting kind of fun melodies thrown in there. So there's a lot of different stuff going on in terms of the atmosphere in this one. The Shape of Hate, which features Oliver from Arxfire, is obviously about Halloween and the Michael Myers franchise. The vocals from Oliver are very unique. I've never really listened to Arxfire before, and the few times I have, I gotta admit the vocals are they're a little off-putting to me. He's very direct in his delivery. He's very punchy, kind of machine gun-like. And because of that, there seems to be a little bit more of a hardcore feel to this song. Also in the music, which has a lot to do with the drums and the breakdowns, which are so freaking heavy. It also kind of feels like the peak of this album, thanks to the guitar solo. Everything just feels very centered around this song and very epic. And then we have the song Naturam Deminato. I believe that's how that's pronounced. It means Book of the Dead in Italian, which is obviously about the Evil Dead franchise. Definitely at this point, with multiple listens, it's starting to feel a little dull, honestly. The blast beats, the tempo changes start to make everything feel kind of the same. This song does also bring a point of epicness to it, specifically in the back half, but otherwise this song, I don't know, I enjoyed it. I love this movie, but yeah, like it's just starting to blend in with everything else. And then we have the closing track, Malevolent Haze, which is based on The Mist, I believe. Maybe The Fog, but I'm pretty sure the lyrics describing the monsters and basically the movie to a T, I'm pretty sure that this one is definitely on The Mist, which is one of the most effed up movies I've ever seen. And just like the movie, this song is super brutal. It's very unforgiving. The breakdowns are like being punched in the face, and the ending of this song is full of melancholy and despair, which makes for a fantastic closer. This is a pretty solid album. Honestly, the production is what wins it for me. Like I said, Aborted is kind of aging like a fine wine. The further back we go, the less I really enjoy it due to just how rough it is around the edges. But this album is just straight up death metal. There's not too many surprises. I love the horror movie theme aspect to this as well. My main issue with this album is the features. There's so many freaking features on this. Every single song has a feature, and honestly, only half of them really stood out and made any impact. I feel like it would have gave some of these songs a lot more variety with less. Especially since this band doesn't really bring a whole lot of diversity to their songs anyways. If you have a feature on every single song, now they all sound the same again. You fall right back into that hole where if you would have had, like 5 songs with just different features and kind of like just place them differently throughout this album, those songs would have been like huge climactic points amongst all these other songs that they wrote. And the other songs are fantastic, but yeah, they all kind of sound the same. And the features could have helped, but doing a feature on every one definitely pulled them down. So all that said, I got to give Vault of Horrors by Aborted a 6.8 out of 10. But I want to know what you guys think. I have a feeling it might go one way or the other. People either love all the features or feel kind of like me. It's just a little overdone for it being done on every song. So leave a comment below letting me know what you thought of Vault of Horrors, what you would rate it, what your favorite song is. And also, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a like. Doing that helps out so much with YouTube's algorithm, and it's so simple to do and it has such a huge impact. And also, if you want to continue to support me even further, don't forget to subscribe and ring the bell icon. Doing any of those things helps me out tremendously, and I appreciate it more than you guys could ever imagine. And I hope you have a good rest of your day or night whenever you happen to be watching this, and I will talk to you guys next time.